Obviously, there's been a little back and forth with you and Tank. Any thoughts on?
Tank.
There you
Little
go.
Weirdo.
So he gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got his conference.
I don't give a damn where he gonna be at. I won't be there.
Yeah.
So what else he gonna say?
Man, she ugly.
And you're short.
If I'm not the face of boxing, who is? I got more accomplishments than everybody, that's for sure.
Claressa Shields and Gervonta Tank Davis are in a heated feud, and it's getting personal. Shields didn't hold back, calling Tank a weirdo and making it clear that she wants nothing to do with him. She stated that no matter where he goes, she won't be there, signaling that she wants to completely distance herself from him. Their beef started after Tank made comments about her looks, which set Shields off. She feels Tank disrespected her not just as a boxer, but as a person, and she isn't tolerating it. Fans of both fighters have taken sides, making the drama even bigger. Shields, never one to back down, made it clear that she's not afraid to speak her mind, and if Tank keeps talking, she's ready to fire back. With tensions rising, this feud shows no signs of cooling down anytime soon.
Obviously, there's been a little back and forth with you and Tank. Any thoughts on?
Tank.
There you
Little
go.
Weirdo.
So he gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got his conference.
I don't give a damn where he gonna be at. I won't be there.
There you go. There you go.
That's all I got to say to him. And I hope Frank Martin tear his ass everywhere but loose.
No Diddy. Thank you, Tank.
Claressa responds strongly to Tank's insults, calling out his behavior and questioning his priorities. She starts by addressing his comment about her being ugly, saying she's glad she's not attractive to him, especially since he beats up women he considers pretty. Claressa points out that Tank spends more time tweeting and talking about other fighters like Ryan than focusing on his own career. She sarcastically asks why he's so concerned with Devin Haney's business and accuses him of being overly focused on Ryan's return, despite Ryan not even being tested yet. Claressa also makes it clear that she doesn't care about Tank's opinion on her looks, as she's happily engaged and doesn't need validation from him. She accuses Tank of being disrespectful toward the women he's involved with, hinting that he can't keep a woman because of his harmful tendencies. Claressa warns Tank that she's not intimidated by him and that he's not going to bully her. She reminds him that his accomplishments don't compare to hers, from the amateurs to the pros. Claressa credits Floyd Mayweather for holding Tank's hand throughout his career. Finally, she tells Tank that she's supported him, but she won't tolerate his disrespect.
Nigga, I want to tell you something. I am so happy that you think I look like a French bulldog and you consider me ugly. Because you beat up bitches who you consider cute. I'm glad I'm ugly to you. That's one. That's one. And then two, go win some belts. Go win some belts. You steady up on here tweeting. Is you that fucking lonely? Go and find you some friends. Oh, and I want to ask you a question. I thought women was supposed to. Why is you on Ryan so hard? Oh, Ryan test just came back that he wasn't dirty. He ain't even tested the B sample yet. Why you so worried about Devin Haney business? What is wrong with you, boy? Ain't you supposed to be focusing on you a fight? What are you doing? And then I'm finna clean you up again. You think that somebody cares about being liked by you? You think somebody care about you? Oh, if I think she cute, if I think she pretty, you was never my type. I ain't never looked at you like, oh, Gervonta look good. You midget, you don't gone somewhere?
Claressa Shields didn't just respond to Tank Davis's comments, she took things a step further by addressing the idea of potentially fighting him. She acknowledged that Tank competes at 135 pounds, but pointed out that, in her eyes, he is very small. While she made it clear that she respects him as a fighter, she also emphasized that she sees herself as unbeatable inside the ring. Shields, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, an undisputed champion in multiple weight classes, has always been confident in her skills. She believes that no fighter, male or female, could truly challenge her in a boxing match. Her remarks about Tank's size sparked reactions from fans, with some questioning whether she seriously meant she could compete with him. Despite the debate, Shields stood firm, making it clear that her confidence comes from years of dominating her opponents. Whether a fight between them could ever happen is unlikely, but her words sent a strong message. She fears no one in the ring. Her belief in her abilities remains unshaken, and she refuses to let anyone, even Tank Davis, diminish her greatness in the sport.
You think you'll beat Gervonta Davis?
Gervonta Davis is at 135. If he was to ever box, I'll put my skills to the test, for sure. But he a lot shorter than me. He's shorter than you. He's very small. Right now I weigh 183. I don't know, but I think Gervonta's a hell of a fighter, and I got a lot of respect for him. But I don't think nobody can beat me inside the ring.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Claressa Shields didn't hold back after Tank Davis made comments about her looks. Frustrated by the disrespect, Shields fired back, saying she doesn't care about those siding with Tank, as they are just jealous of her success. She made it clear that no matter what people think, whether Tank was right or wrong, she remains unfazed. Shields, known for her dominance in boxing, reminded everyone that she has accomplished more than most and refuses to let negativity affect her. She stood her ground, making it known that she won't tolerate disrespect from anyone, not even Tank Davis. Claressa Shields didn't just brush off Gervonta Davis's comments, she came back swinging. She called out those who sided with Tank, saying they're just haters jealous of her achievements. Shields made it clear that she doesn't care what anyone thinks about his remarks, as she's too focused on her own success. She reminded everyone that she's a multi-time world champion and an Olympic gold medalist, something Tank can't take away from her. Shields also hinted that if Tank had nothing else to say, attacking her looks was a weak move. She stood firm, refusing to let anyone disrespect her legacy.
So people are saying, was he right or was he wrong? He was wrong as hell. And only people that's saying that he was right is the people who don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And people who haven't been liking me, y'all been on this hate train because, she's with Pep. Oh, she's a boxer. Oh, she's confident. Oh, she's strong. Oh, she thinks she's pretty, but to us, she's not pretty. Like, why do y'all be so... Y'all be trying to find reasons to like me and not like me and don't even know. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about y'all. People saying that they don't like me, girl. And I don't like you either.
Claressa Shields recently shared her thoughts on Tank Davis, expressing concern about his mental state and how it could be affecting his performance in and out of the ring. According to Shields, Tank wants to be a better person, especially for his daughters, but she believes he is struggling with some internal battles that need to be addressed. Shields stated that she has noticed signs of sadness and depression in Davis, even before his most recent fight. She believes that seeking therapy would greatly benefit him, both as a person and as a fighter. In her opinion, if Tank took the time to address his mental health, he could become an even better boxer, reaching new heights in his career.
Like, Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that. And I was just like, what in the world? And like that type of stuff when you've been fighting and knocking people out and fighting main events. I mean, he fought main events here at T-Mobile against some of the best fighters. And it's just like, to see that he got evicted from his home and all this other stuff. Now he got kids and, he's not signed with TMT. Mayweather. Yeah. Promotions, no, anymore. Yeah. It's like when I hear him talk, he's like he want to be a nicer guy for his daughters and he don't want to be
therapy.
I think he would be better and even a better fighter if he went and did therapy like ASAP. Because I can just tell like he's a little sad, he's a little depressed, even before this fight. So I think it'd be a better fight. I think that Lamont has the mental edge. I think anybody right now would have the mental edge over Tank because to me he just needs to take some serious time to deal with whatever he's having to deal with. Nobody knows what it is, but I mean, me being a fighter, I have done plenty of camps where I was depressed and where I was going through anxiety. So it's not an easy thing to get over, especially when you don't have the support from certain people that you used to have. You're not motivated and stuff like that. So it can be very, very tough.
She also pointed out that at this moment, Tank might be at a mental disadvantage against his opponents. Shields specifically mentioned Lamont, suggesting that he has the psychological edge over Davis. She emphasized that mental health is just as important as physical preparation in boxing, and without proper support, it can be difficult for a fighter to perform at their best. Drawing from her own experience, Shields revealed that she has gone through training camps while battling depression and anxiety. She acknowledged how challenging it is to push through these emotions, especially when a fighter no longer has the same support system they once relied on. Shields' comments highlight the importance of mental well-being in professional sports and serve as a reminder that even elite athletes struggle with personal battles that go beyond the ring. Claressa says that she got more gold medals than Tank. She mentions that when Tank couldn't think of anything else to say about her, he just called her ugly. Claressa doesn't let this bother her. Instead, she calmly points out that Tank is short, knowing that his height is something he can't change. As she talks about the situation, Claressa's anger starts to show. She recalls how Tank had the audacity to say that she couldn't box, a claim that deeply frustrated her. She makes it clear that she had always kept Tank's secrets, stood by him, and supported him when no one else did. Yet, Tank didn't return that loyalty. Instead of being respectful, he chose to talk badly about her, spreading negativity and lying behind her back. Claressa feels betrayed by Tank's actions, especially considering everything she had done for him. She's disappointed by his lack of respect, and it's clear that his hurtful comments and behavior have left a lasting impact on her. She speaks with conviction, knowing that she deserves more than the disrespect Tank has shown her. Despite everything, Claressa is determined to rise above it and prove herself.
Like, the nigga can't say I can't box. I got more belts than him. I got more Olympic gold medals than him. He can't say that I can't box.
Yeah.
So what else he gonna say? Man, she ugly. And you're short. So it'd be like when he went that route, and I've been like an advocate for him. Like when he got into the trouble, I didn't share nothing. The dude had been in domestic violence trouble, car accidents, all type of stuff. I ain't said nothing. I was there when he beat a girl up at the basketball game. I was there. I seen it with my own two eyes. So this ain't no hearsay. I seen it. Never spoke on it till he came fucking with me. You know, so it'd be like when he went low, I went low.
Claressa shares her thoughts on Tank and Lamont, giving a clear stance on the situation. She mentions that she has more gold medals than Tank and quickly highlights how Tank resorts to childish insults when he runs out of things to say. Claressa recalls that Tank, unable to counter her achievements, simply called her ugly. She calmly responds, noting that Tank is short, something that can't be changed, and adds to the point that his insults don't really bother her. She explains that Tank's words are weak and don't affect her because she knows her worth. Her anger builds as she talks about Tank questioning her ability to box. Claressa stresses how she's worked hard for everything she's achieved and doesn't take such comments lightly. She reflects on how, in the past, she kept Tank's secrets, always protecting him and supporting him when others weren't there. But Tank, instead of being loyal, chose to talk badly about her. She feels deeply betrayed by his actions, especially because she has always had his back. Claressa's frustration shows as she describes how Tank's disrespect has hurt her, particularly after all the trust she placed in him. When asked about the upcoming fight between Lamont and Gervonta, Claressa gives a strong opinion. She praises Lamont, calling him a great fighter and expressing disbelief that so many people are overlooking him. While acknowledging Tank's talent, she insists that Lamont deserves more recognition for his skill and hard work. Claressa's remarks reflect her belief in fairness and respect for fighters who deserve more attention in the sport.
Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank, you know. And when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth, or whatever. But at the end of the day, if we talk about just boxing,
So
he's a good fighter, and I look forward to watching that fight.
Is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it?
I bought any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view, and I think that Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think that this fight is going to be very technical, very skillful. As always, we're going to see the power of Tank on display.
And Lamont Roach, do you have a relationship with him?
I know him from the amateurs too. He cool. He can fight. He wished me luck on my fights. Hey, let the best man win there.
If he's to be successful, how would he do that?
To beat Tank?
Yeah.
Now you want me to give somebody the game plan on how to beat Tank?
You'll be a great trainer because you have the
already
skill.
Don't like me, so I ain't gonna give nobody the recipe to beat him. So you can take me later, my nigga.
Claressa confidently expresses her belief that she could beat Tank Davis if they ever faced off in a fight. She's certain that, as the greatest female boxer of all time, her skills and determination would be enough to overcome him in the ring. Claressa's confidence stems from years of hard work and dedication to boxing, where she has built an impressive career stacking up gold medals and titles. She believes that her experience, speed, and technique would give her an edge regardless of Tank's power and reputation. However, analysts quickly weigh in, raising doubts about the feasibility of such a fight. They point out that the difference in physical strength and power between men and women in boxing is significant. No matter how hard Claressa punches, it would be impossible to affect Tank in the same way a punch from a male boxer would. The sheer power of Tank Davis as a male fighter is often cited as a crucial factor that would give him the advantage. His punches are known to have knockout power that can stop even the most experienced opponents. If Claressa were to enter the ring with Tank, the analysts argue that while her skill and technique could make the fight competitive, the strength difference would be a major disadvantage. Tank's ability to take hits and deliver powerful blows would likely overwhelm her, especially in later rounds.
Claressa Shields, you know who that is?
She calls herself the greatest female boxer of all
Greatest
time.
female boxer of all time, even though Layla Ali is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She was saying if she was to fight Tank Davis, she feels confident that she could beat Tank Davis in a boxing match. What's your thoughts? Look, man.
I know you're probably imagining all the things Tank can do to her.
I recognize her game. She's a great fighter. But why are we trying to fight men? Why? You get brain damage.
You get brain damage.
In a live interview, Claressa responds to the ongoing tension with Tank Davis. She emphasizes that she has no ill will toward anyone and always strives to spread positivity. Despite the past remarks made by Tank, she makes it clear that she holds no grudges. Claressa states that she's moved past any negativity and has no beef with anyone anymore. She acknowledges that Tank had said something bad about her, but she doesn't dwell on it. Instead, she says that she responded in kind because sometimes you have to stand up for yourself when pushed. Claressa reflects on how important it is to maintain a positive mindset and avoid letting others bring her down. She notes that she's focused on her career and goals, not on fueling conflicts. Her message is one of growth, maturity, and self-respect, showing that she is beyond petty drama. Claressa believes that as long as she continues to rise above the negativity, her actions will speak louder than any insults. She encourages her fans to do the same, spreading love and leaving behind any unnecessary battles that don't contribute to personal growth.
He's human, and we're entitled to our own opinion, our own thoughts, our own feelings, and I just, he said something to me. I said what I said back. It is what it is. I ain't got nothing against. Hey, man, I'm all about positivity and prosperity, baby. I ain't got nothing against nobody. Somebody said gay. Gotta hide you. Yeah, y'all know I work out in the morning, so I'm actually free right now. But I was just like...
Claressa firmly believes that if a boxer doesn't fight the champions of other divisions, they can't truly be considered a champion. She stresses that to be called an undisputed champion, a fighter must prove themselves by taking on the best across multiple weight classes. Claressa points out that she has done exactly that throughout her career, challenging and defeating top fighters, no matter the division. She's never shied away from tough competition and always stepped up to face the best, which is why she proudly claims her place as the face of boxing. Claressa's dedication to challenging herself and facing champions from different divisions has solidified her legacy in the sport. She knows that true greatness comes not just from holding a title, but from consistently proving you can handle the highest level of competition. For her, being a champion isn't just about the belts. It's about showing up and dominating every opponent, no matter who they are or where they come from. Claressa's belief in her own skills and her willingness to fight anyone have earned her respect as one of the greatest boxers of all time. She's not just a champion in her division, but a global icon in the sport of boxing.
If I'm not the face of boxing, who is? I got more accomplishments than everybody, that's for sure. You can't become 3-time division world champion if you don't fight against the champions in the other divisions. I did that. And that's why I am, one of the faces of boxing, right? But it's just boxing, period. Just boxing, period. Ain't no women's boxing, it's boxing. And I'm a 3-time undisputed champion.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.